Welcome back to another video of Arcane Odyssey. In this video, we're going to be showing you 10 more features that are in Arcane Odyssey. So, let us begin. When you now talk in Arcane Odyssey, your character actually talks, which is really cool. Sometimes it does make sounds, but not always. I don't know, I can't get it to make sounds, but yeah. Whenever fighting an NPC or a player, you need to look out for their health bar, the color of the health bar. Like how I grab the person here right now, when their health bar becomes white, that means that you cannot grab them. Look at this. So I tried to snare, didn't work. I tried to use a weapon grab, now it'll hit because their health bar was green, and then as soon as it becomes white, I cannot grab them anymore. So look out for that. So if let's say you couldn't grab someone, that's because of it. Their health bar was white, and the same happens for you. When you use a grab, your health bar becomes white as well, and if they use a grab on you and then they were successful, your health bar also becomes white for some time being. Did you know that you can breathe underwater infinitely? By having 100% air capacity, by having each of your jewels be 10% air capacity, which is that's perfect jewels, you can get 100% air capacity, and that's literally all you need to basically breathe underwater infinitely. And this helps a lot, like in ship combat, or even in going to the underwater structures, or even in dark sea. Especially in dark sea, let's say you fell off your ship, well, you don't have to worry about drowning. Did you know that you can have galleons on your ship depending on the number of galleons you have? The more you have, the more there will be on the ship, and the less you have, well, they won't even appear. Merchant deckhands are some of the coolest NPCs that you can have on your ship. So they are basically just like shops, like the merchant ships across both seas, but these ones can sell you 8 different items, and these items can quite literally be anything that you can get from chests, but they can only be rare, like not rare, they can only be uncommon and below. So only uncommon stuff will spawn here, but depending on your level, let's say level 140, basically every single item in the game that is uncommon or less will spawn in here, and it changes every single time you join the game. So be sure to check it every time you join the game. Sometimes there's some very cool stuff here, just like this Arcmancer hat. When I buy it, it becomes Fire Arcmancer. It's really cool. Did you know that depending on your magic, you can actually remove status effects when you hold shift, just like that? So let's say I get hit by this NPC again with freezing. Same goes for water. There we go. So I just got freezing, and it will last for 10 seconds. Or if I just charge, I'll get rid of it. It depends on each magic, and each magic is unique to it, but this can actually be really helpful in PvE and in PvP. Did you know that if someone or you sell any type of item to a city or a town, you can actually buy those items back? Let's say someone sold a bunch of these, okay, and let's say they also sold something like this, okay, sell all. Those items will actually be shared across all of the shopkeepers. So let's say you sold armor, well, now those items will now sometimes spawn in here, not all the times. Let me check here. Okay, they didn't spawn this time, but they basically sometimes can just spawn in here, like for example food, maybe. No, it's not in this server because this server is actually very new, so it's 15 minutes new, so that didn't show up, or it won't show up. But like if we go into older servers, which I will now do right now, so I'm in a much older server, and now if I check this, yep, people have sold items here, which since they showed up, like this one, I can buy that. Or not only from here, you can buy stuff from, let's say, this one here. Yep, there's stuff here as well. So always check the shops. So like sometimes they have some pretty good stuff, and it's different across different towns. So here you can see there's different stuff here. So, and like in this one, yep, people sell stuff and they show up here, which is really cool. In Arcane Odyssey, there's an item that can give you light. So if you have something called the Waste Lantern, you can quite literally just equip it. So if you just press on the item, it'll equip it, and that will be on your waist, and it'll provide light. And if you want to unequip it, you can just press it again, and it'll unequip it. Which is really handy in really dark places, such as caves, something in like the Mount Orthiers, or in other places where, let's say, you don't have an item that can glow. You can use this to just do it, and you can still use other stuff. Did you know that you can actually see every single stat of what you've done in the game by just simply going to the menu and going to stats? This will tell you everything about what you've done in the game, as well as your age can actually change depending on the amount of hours you've played. So when you first start off with 0 hours, you actually start out at the age of 18. But as you play the game much more, you actually get older as you play the game, which is really cool. My character's age is now 26 years old, which is pretty cool. As well as you can also see your quests, what quests you've finished. So if let's go to here, go to quests. If you go to other, you'll be able to see all your accepted quests. You'll be able to see the quests completed, and you can also see your previous quests that you have completed before. I think this is really cool. So like if you're like a bit confused as to which quest you haven't completed, you can go to all the way to the bottom and see which ones you have left. There is a quest at Ravenna that actually asks you to hunt a player. Well, not a player, but to finish an assassination contract, which this can also be done if you hunt a player, which is positive rep, which is a bit questionable, but I mean, it's still possible, so that's pretty cool. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, leave a comment if you want, and subscribe if you want to. So, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!